Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's been a while. I'm still here. I'm still alive. And my upload schedule is still horrible. But today, we're doing a drunken review on a new game that just came out. Remnant from the Ashes. Now, what I was going to do was I was going to go through some videos and actually pull like some of the trailers and put them up here while I talk to you. But then my drunk ass sat here and drank. Let's see, I got one bottle I finished over there, and then I'm through this much of this bottle of vodka. And then I decided, fuck that. I'm too fucking drunk for that. I'm too motherfucking lazy for that. So, just a regular old drunk review of me sitting here talking about it. Now, if you don't know, Remnant from the Ashes is an RPG game that just came out. A lot of people compare it to Dark Souls from the difficulty that it can be. Not has to be, but can be. If you're not familiar, Dark Souls game don't really have an assisted mode, easy mode, normal mode. It's just one mode and it's hard. That's all there was to it. And I'm probably, if someone that plays Dark Souls watches, oh, Dark Souls ain't hard. A lot of fucking people I've heard talk about that. No, they are hard games. Just because you're good at them don't mean they're not hard for others. Just like this game. Now, it's a little bit different from the aspect there's guns in it. If I had to describe this game, I would say it is Dark Souls mixed with Gears, kind of. Not fully, not a lot of elements from Gears, but a little bit. And I see mixed with damn it, there was another game I was comparing it to. Kind of like Borderlands, Dauntless style stuff, I guess you could say. Not exactly. The game is really good, though. When we talk about how the game plays, how it feels, one really cool thing about this game is it's got randomly generated worlds. And I first ran into this on, I had went through my world, gone out, went through a couple buildings, and then it teed off. And to the right, there was a dungeon with a place called Junktown with the Twisted Mask. Went in there, killed the dude in there, took his mask. Okay, later on, I was playing with somebody else. They were like, oh, where'd you get that mask from? That's really cool. I want to get it. I was like, oh, it's just go out here. We go through a couple buildings. It tees off, and it's right to the right. No. His world was completely fucking different. And when I say different, I mean, like, I didn't recognize the world. I was lost going through it. Like, when they randomly generate the world, saying that no two experiences are ever same is what they say in some of the trailers. I wouldn't say that's exactly true, but it's a good statement to make for the fact that the randomly generated worlds are pretty dynamic, and they make the game interesting. That's really cool. I really did enjoy that. And when you talk about the difficulty of the game, one thing I've told people, it's the perfect amount of difficulty. There are games I've played that have been so difficult that I just like, I'm never going to complete this, fuck this, I'm not even going to try to complete this, I'm done with this. Even though I was having fun with the game, I was just like, no, I can't fucking beat this. And then there's games that are just so fucking easy and so short and short-lived. I got an example of this one, Gears of War fucking Judgment, worst Gears of War game in the entire fucking series. Finished it in like an hour. Horrible fucking game. But going back to it, it's not so easy, it's like that. It's actually to the point where it's like if you die, you're like, oh, I know I can complete this, but I just gotta play it slightly different to get through it. And I really enjoyed that factor about the game. Now, when it comes to things to do and replayability, I mean, it's really if you've played the game, I'm trait rank 240 or something like that. I've yet to even go past the desert area, and I've had people like, what? How the hell are you trade level 240 and you ain't got past the desert? I haven't finished the game yet. That's how much replayability is. I just keep going back and playing with other guys in their world, playing the city and the desert, and I haven't gone past it. And I'm enjoying it. I plan on going past it. It's just I'm enjoying where I'm at, so I don't bother trying to go past it. Now, even if you finish it, there's a lot of replayability. You can create new characters without losing your old character, which I like, so you can create different builds. Now I've talked about it. The graphics are great. Now I've talked a little bit about how good it is. I'm going to talk about some cons. There are points where, when it comes to dodging, reloading, switching to your mod, your alternate fire, and all that stuff, the game's a little bit unresponsive from controller interface to the game. I will say that. I've noticed that, and I hope they fix that in the future. But the game's only been out for a week now on console. It may have been out a little bit sooner on PC. I'm not too sure about that exactly, so fact check me on that in the comments. But it's a little bit unresponsive, and that's running on an Xbox One X. Also, I've had quite a few game crashes from it. I'm not really enjoying that. But from what I have seen, which was really cool, there was a bug in the game where you go to revive somebody, hit the revive button, and pull out your dragon shard. Boom, right back in your pocket. Pull it out, right back in your pocket. Pull it out, right back in your pocket. Oh, finally the 5th time. That was a game-breaking bug in tight situations where you needed that revive to go through. They fixed that in just a couple days. Really great from their team there, the development team. On top of that, some other cons about it. Not really a fan of the melee system. Not a fan at all of the melee system. When I seen the trailers and seen the melee system and the gun, I was like, oh, I know I'm going to do a melee build. Everybody's going to be using guns. I am going to do a melee build. Yeah, I'm not doing a fucking melee build in this game. What I was more expecting from it was more of a... And I understand they're limited with the controls they have, but when I seen it, I was fully... Fuck, I'm tired. I was fully expecting more of a dauntless style of melee battle. You know, I switched to my melee, and then, you know, like X for light attacks, Y's for heavy, and just a more dynamic melee system. You don't really get that. It's like if you're not aiming down your sights to fire your gun, you hit your right trigger, you melee, and it's just right trigger, right trigger, right trigger, right trigger. Oh, hold right trigger. Oh, charge it. Oh, charge it. Oh, charge it. I'm not a big fan of that. If they can somehow find a way to like just completely redo that, I will love the melee system. And if they can fix that somehow, which I doubt they will, the game is more built around the guns. I will say this, it really is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Still a fantastic game. Still love it. Those are the only cons I can find about it. Actually, there's one more. The scaling on the difficulties is a little bit off. Say, like, since at my trait rate, I'm real high up there. If I went into someone that had just started their game, it scales it way more for me, which I really don't like, than it does them. I wish they could find a middle ground, because that keeps me from playing with my buddies on my built-up character to help them out through the little stuff. I get the idea of it, but they need to find more of a middle ground, because it's like they just walk in and get one shot, and it's a little bit too much, I think, as the scaling they have gone through for it, especially if you have a group of 3 people, because it also scales to how many people you have. And the last con, sitting there talking about 3 people, I wish it was 4. I really wish it was 4 people. I think that would be the more perfect number. I've never been a fan of the 3 people co-op games. It's either 2 or 4 for me. 3 is just a weird number for me, in my opinion. I say that, and even coming from like games like Apex, not a fan of that. Not a fan of Apex at all either. But that's a different topic for another day if I ever decide to talk about it. But Remnant from the Ashes, it's only $40, and for $40 for the game you get more than your money's worth. You will get a fun experience. You will get replayability out of the game. Trying to think. This game is just all around. I'm not a big RPG fan. The only RPG games I've ever been into were like Skyrim type of games. I've always been a first-person shooter, and this game has actually really captured me, and I really enjoy it. And I might start playing more games like this now. And we'll see what happens. But yes, I highly recommend this game. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. It'd be a 9 out of 10 if they fit. It'd probably be a 10 out of 10 if they got a better melee system. But yeah, I may be putting some videos up on some guides for it. Maybe, who knows? I did put one up just fucking around. Me and this group, I mean, we completely were running through this world like it was nothing. That was the last video that I uploaded. There's a Welling Woods tree in there, and I actually, lower level when I was playing it, had a lot of trouble killing it with 3 people. We were all low level. Now that I got a higher level and we went through and did it, like 20 seconds we dominated that thing. So there's that video out. I may be putting more videos out, who knows. There was a few others where it was pretty close to under 30 seconds we beat a boss. And I'm actually going to try to do a series where I beat every boss in 30 seconds. So I might put those up. We'll see what happens. I'll try to do them solo, actually, and beat them all in 30 seconds to see what happens. But who knows? Those might come up. They may not. Remnant from the Ashes. Highly recommend game. Go out, try it out. I wish they did have a free trial for it. I think that'd be really smart of them to do if they had a free trial. But that's all for today. You know, Jeremy D. Glass here, aka I'm Drunk, y'all. Back with another Drunken review. Maybe more to come soon. Maybe more to come later because my upload schedule is so fucking horrible. And oh, one last thing. No, for another video. I'll put it up for another time. Not next weekend. I'm on call next weekend, so I won't be drinking the weekend after that. My girl's gonna be down, so it's gonna be like 2 weeks before I do another Drunken review. But I'm gonna wait for everything to go through before I pull out what I'm gonna tell y'all. And pretty fucking hilarious, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that's all I got for you today. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed the videos. A lot of the videos in there. If you're new here, one I'd suggest is the Drunken review on my camper, which I live in a camper, an RV. That one people seem to love, or Dalton getting chokeslammed. People really love that one. But hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you liked it. Leave me a comment down. I want to see more comments. I don't see a lot of comments in there. I want to see some comments from people, whether it's hate, whether it's just something wholesome, whether it's just you got a laugh out of it. Who knows? I'll even take some criticism. You know, I care less. That's all I got for today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If not, go fuck yourself. I care less. And that's all I got for today. I'm out of here.